we used to go on a scooty to give auditions together. So it has been a very special one. From Dangal to Jawan, a lot of things have changed, I feel. When Dangal had released, I was so new that I was overwhelmed, and I couldn't figure out how to handle what was happening around me. But this time I'm fully enjoying it. It feels like a festival, I'm not gonna lie. My life is a product of manifestation. I came across this video that I shot when I was shooting for Dangal in Delhi, and Nitish Tiwari sir, he took that video of me dancing on Mitwa. And I remember at that time I posted it on my Twitter, and sir, Shah Rukh sir, reposted it saying that Sanya, I'll have to relearn the step from you. And oh my god, it was a celebration when that thing happened. I went crazy. Fatima saw it first. She's also a huge Shah Rukh Khan fan. She's like, oh my god, you reposted your tweet. And that's when, you know, I must have planted that seed mentally that I want to one day work with him. Definitely a childhood dream of mine. And what better film than Jawan, to be honest. Before Jawan, at a Deepali party, he came up and said hello. He had seen Dangal, so he was. I blanked out because I was like, oh my god, is Shah Rukh Khan really talking to me? ये हो रहा है, ये नहीं हो रहा है, हो नहीं सकता. Is he actually in front of me? So I froze. But that was my first interaction with him. The metro sequence was the first time I met him on set. And we knew, so we had already shot a couple of days before we did that sequence. So me and all the other girls were waiting to meet him. So we were all waiting in the vanity, and sir was shooting something, and he finished his sequence, and we got a call from someone from the production saying that sir wants to meet you all. And before that, my whole team, including me, we were just getting ready. They all were doing their makeup. They wore the best outfit. So we all got ready, and as soon as we got that call, we ran to the set. We met him. And so the metro sequence was the first one we shot, and it was insane. It was surreal to be on set, to be acting with him. I think, yeah, it was my biggest dream, and it came true. So very through Iram's flashback and that whole hospital sequence, I think Atlee sir is trying to give out a very strong message about the healthcare, you know. So and doctors in our country. So definitely that was a major point, and I think that has been something that is always in the forefront for me as an actor when I'm choosing a script or a film. It's always what the story is and not the length, you know. I started off with a film like Dangal, and I only have like 2 minutes of wrestling in it. But I did full training with Fatima for a year. And so many people used to come and tell me, "Acha, par 2 minute ka wrestling hai. Why are you training so much?" But I was like, no, but I'm playing a wrestler. I want to look, walk, talk like one, and this training will help me to become one. So length has never been a criteria that I keep in mind. So it's also because I had a long chat with Nitish sir when I was going to start training for Dangal. He told me, Sanya, always remember what you can add to a script with your craft. Don't think कि तुम क्या लेकर जा रहे हो script से, या कितना length है, या कितने देर तक होगे. That doesn't matter. You know, it's your craft and what you can add to the script with your acting. Always remember that, and that kind of stayed with me and has been my mantra for whenever I do a film or pick a character to do. They're both very passionate about what they're doing. I think from Amir sir I've learned the hard work that he puts in, you know, the time that he takes to get into a character. That has also helped me to form that foundation or that conditioning as an actor. Like, I do not ever go on set without preparation. And with similarly with Shah Rukh sir, like so much hard work and so much passion. And I even asked him this question that how is it still alive? Like, don't you get tired? कि भी अब हो गया यार, मैं जा रहा हूँ. कभी ऐसा होता नहीं है. So many questions that I would like to sit and ask him. And I really like that he's very easy going. He's very easy, and he also once told me कि ज़्यादा मत सोचा करो, don't overthink too much. And I am an overthinker, and I think of course he's extremely smart and intelligent. He could sense it कि ये तो बहुत इसका दिमाग बंद नहीं हो रहा लड़की का. I don't think so. I've seen most of his interviews, and I think he's very confident and wise and intelligent. I have learned so much from just looking at his interviews. Like, there's so much that we can learn from him, not just as an actor but as a human being. So he's very busy. Of course, I can't bother him every time I have to take a decision. And I'm very lucky. I have a very nice team that I go to, or I do follow my instincts very strongly. So whenever I wish I could do that, but he's very busy. I don't want to bother him. Sir, ek aur kaam, sir, ek aur. No, I would never do that. It was the first 3-4 years when I had started off, because Jungle was so huge. I was still trying to figure it out. I couldn't handle it most of the times. I was like, oh my God, people used to call me Babita, or Spot Me, and it was very special too, but it was very overwhelming. And I'm very private and reticent that way, so I used to get very nervous at times. So the starting 3-4 years were me trying to figure out my place in Bollywood, and I've done some really good work, and I'm very fortunate that I've got to work with some really good directors. So I was also trying to learn more about filmmaking, about acting, and that has been, a roller coaster ride for me. And I'm also, very important thing, that I'm not harsh on myself. That for years I was like, what am I doing on screen? And I was too harsh on myself. So I am very judgmental. Like, I used to not like anything that I used to do. On a call with Radhika, and she saw Jawan with me at Gaiety Galaxy, and she was telling me that, Sanya, I have seen you grow, because one of my films had released a few years back, and she came home and she was like, let's order pizza and we should celebrate this. And I was like, no, we're not ordering pizza. I didn't like my performance in it, so we shouldn't celebrate. I was that harsh on myself. So I'm not that anymore, and I think I'm much more comfortable, and I let myself make mistakes. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I'm okay being and doing whatever I'm doing. I am pretty much like myself, on and off the camera. I think मैं ज़्यादा fun हूँ off camera. On camera भी हूँ, but yeah, this is me. Like, I'm not, होता नहीं है मुझसे. I can't act to be a certain way. In real life, if you give me a character, a script, I'll act and be some other person or personality, but I am pretty much like myself, the way I am right now. Actually, you can say Ludo, because there was a script, but there was nothing, I had full freedom to be myself in that character. So maybe, actually there's nothing. I'm always trying to not be myself on screen, but it could be Ludo. Of course, there are aspects of me in every character, but yeah, I think Ludo would be the one. Every time I call her and whatever, of course both of us are very busy, so we don't get time to sit and chill. It's a shame, we should. I met her recently at a party, and we were just talking about this. It's been 7 years. We're going to complete 7 years in December. Of course, it has been a very emotional ride for both of us. I feel very happy to see her doing so well, and I'm very proud of myself too. I think I'm proud of both of us, because we used to go on a scooty to give auditions together. So it has been a very special one. I think during COVID, I remember, I think Shakuntala Devi release, and I was promoting the film with Vidya ma'am online. I saw her being so badass, in her interviews, and I was in such an awe because I had a wonderful time working with her. She really inspired me to be comfortable with my own self and not to be that harsh. I think that was the point where that switch or that transition started happening in my career. And I sat with myself. I was also taking therapy, so that was helpful too. I started talking about it with other people, other women, and that's when I realized a lot of women face this. We have that imposter in us. I have imposter syndrome, and it does kick at times, but I've learned how to control it. I've learned how to not be a perfectionist. It's okay. We shouldn't strive for that. It should always be, just enjoy the process and don't look for perfection in the work. I think that really helps.